Hey guys, it's David from mdbootstrap.com, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to build this website using just Bootstrap 5. So I'm gonna change myself into an architect for this evening, an architect which needs his portfolio website. So we're gonna build this portfolio website which will have which will feature some my recent projects, my recent blog post, and short contact form which allows users to send me a message. So without further ado, let's get started. I've prepared empty project with nothing except the images here, so you can see different images. And by the way, this is the moment where I would like to really send all the kudos to amazing unsplash.com. I don't have any affiliation from that, so any commission. It's just a great website where you can get all the images for free, and what is amazing is that people are just making this awesome pictures over here and allows you to use them for free, like entirely for free. So if you open one of them, you're gonna see here, download free, do whatever you want. So it's amazing that people are doing this kind of stuff. Okay guys, so first thing we have to do is we need to download the Bootstrap 5. So just navigate to the Bootstrap 5 web page and then hit download button. And we're gonna use just compile CSS and JS files. That's gonna download file here. Let me open this one in another window. It's on my second display. So what I'm doing, I'm just unzipping this one and opening, and we have here like CSS and JS files. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy them, and let's get back to my workspace. So this is my project folder. I'm gonna paste it over here, and we see them here now. So now let's add new file called index.html. Let's start with a basic setup. Portfolio. Let's do it like this. We also need one file for our styles. We're gonna call it styles CSS. Let's open this one up, and now let me do something like this. I'm gonna increase font for you so you can see that better. And obviously what we have to do is to link a Bootstrap first, so css./bootstrap, and we're gonna use Bootstrap min. Obviously we could also link Bootstrap.js, but we're not gonna use it in this in this project, so I'm not gonna do that. And so let's just link our styles, so CSS styles CSS. Okay guys, so that's ready. So since this one is ready, let's continue. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use container to set up our layout for the page. So as you have seen, let me open the preview. We have this layout where we have this left column and the right column, and when we shrink the account, so our page is responsive, so when we shrink it, it will behave like this. So it will change its size. So let's start with that one. We're gonna use Bootstrap grid for that. So I'm gonna start with container fluid. So we want this one to take the whole width available. And now let's add some row into it, and we're gonna add 2 columns. So we're gonna use col empty4, and we're gonna use, and this is gonna be our left column, and let's add also right one, and let's add also panel right to and this one, as we're gonna style it a little bit later, and that's gonna be our right side. So let's see how it works. Go live, open in live server. Okay, so for now, nothing fancy. You can see that we have these two columns over here. So we have this left one and the right one. Okay, now let's start with the left one. So what we want to do, we want to create this. We want to have this left side, which is sticky basically, right? So it doesn't move. So when we scroll the right side, it doesn't move. But obviously, on the other hand, when we shrink the account, shrink the window, then we want this one to stay at the top, and then this one move to the bottom. So in order to do that, I'm gonna add some extra div over here. I'm gonna call it intro left, and I'm gonna add another container here. So I'm using grid again, and then again, obviously, please keep in mind that we could do all that stuff using different options, using CSS options, but my goal is to show you how you can achieve that using Bootstrap. So let's add row, and let's add some column over here. And what we want to do, we want to start with this image, which is avatar. So we're gonna use this one. So this is like user avatar. Okay, and let's add some class to it. So we're gonna add some styles. So that's also gonna be called avatar. Okay, now let's have a look at the preview. Whoops, it's like huge avatar. So let's move to our styles now. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with setting our body and HTML to fill the full height of the window. And let's do something else. Let's also set a few more options. So I want have this light filling, a light design of the page. So I'm gonna change font weight to 200. So this is gonna make our font lighter. Let's set default size of our font to 1.5 rem, and let's set it color to something like 444, which is not black, but it's still visible, so it's not like a very harsh. Okay, now obviously nothing changed here yet. So what we also want to do now, we want to take care of this div intro left. So let's do this now. So I'm gonna add intro left, and what we are going to do, we're gonna set up a background as URL to our image. So we have this image number 1, and we want this one, it's not visible anyway. You know what, let me get rid of this for a second so we could see more here. Okay, so and now it's not visible obviously because our div is empty, right? We don't have anything here yet. So okay, so let's do it differently. Let's start with avatar. So we want to make it round, and we want to make it smaller. So let's set this width to 10 rem. Oops, the same goes to height, which is 10 rem as well. And now we want to add or set it border radius to 50%. And if I only can type it correctly, then it should do no work. And let's add some margin. Okay, and now we can uncomment that one. Okay, now we have it smaller. That's cool. What we can see here is that our div is taking the whole width, so let's fix it now. So let's get back to this intro now. We need to set this position to relative, and we want no, sorry, we don't want the position relative. Obviously, we want this position to be fixed, and we want to fix it to the left. So left 0. Okay, now we have it here, but it's too small. So what we need to do, we have to set its width. So let's add width. And since we have our Bootstrap layout, which is using 4 columns against 8 columns, so it's briefly like 33%. So let's set it to 33%. And let's see how it looks. Yeah, now we have the correct width. So let's give a height to 100%. And yeah, okay, now we have this one here. Okay, so left side is looking better. But what we also want to do is that once we shrink this one, then we don't want to keep it on the left side. We want to nest it, right? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a media query. So I'm gonna add this add media, max width 768 pixels, which is kind of standard. And we want to change this intro left. Let's give it some height. Let's say 30 VH. So that's gonna be relative to the height of the window, and margin bottom. Do we need margin? Let's see. Let's set it. No, we don't need it actually for now. Or let's reset it and change what is most important. Change this position to relative, right? So now we want this to be relative, and we still want to have this 100% width. And now our page is nesting. Our intro, our left side is nesting down below the other. Okay, so now let's align or center this vertically and horizontally. So how can we do that? We're gonna use it again. Then again, there are multiple ways we could possibly do that, but since this is about Bootstrap 5, I'm gonna show you the Bootstrap way to do that. So there are 2 classes which we're gonna use. We're gonna add them to our row. So first is text center. Oops. And this will center it horizontally, and the other one is align items center. And this should align it vertically, but it doesn't do that, or actually it's doing this, but we can't see it. And the reason behind it is because it's aligning to the center of the row. So you can see that this is currently exactly in the middle, in the center of the row, but our row doesn't have a full height. Right? So we need to do something about that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a small fix here, and I'm gonna add some class. We're gonna call it full height, sorry. And this gonna set our height to 100%. Okay. Obviously we need class selector. We could. I mean, someone might ask why we don't change, for example, a row, but obviously we don't want to mess up and overwrite Bootstrap styles. So we're just gonna use this class, And what we're gonna do, we're gonna add this class to our row. And this doesn't work yet, and the reason behind it is because the row is taking the all available space which it has, which is obviously the parent, and the parent is still small, so we also need to enlarge this one, and now we've got this one centrally vertically centered. So let's add now some name and the title over here, or something like a title. So we can get rid of this one, don't need it for now. And let's add some heading perhaps. So, or actually, we're gonna use, it's not heading, so let's add just paragraph and give some name. And let's add some subheading. And design. Okay, let's have a look at this one. So it's there. However, it's well, it's a little bit too dark. So let's make it. Let's change the color and let's make it lighter. So what we want to say here is that we want this color to be, let's say white. Let's make it. Okay. Yeah, now it looks cool, but let's enlarge this first paragraph. So what we can do, we could possibly add this class like h1, let's say, which is available there in Bootstrap. So this class gives this heading style to something which unnecessarily is something which unnecessarily is heading, because there are situations where we don't want to use heading, like this one. This is not heading, right? But we want to look like a heading. So you can use this one, but there is something else, and actually there are these display classes like display one, which will make it a little bit lighter, which I prefer. A little bit more verbose, and it's not that thick anymore. So let's just make it smaller. Let's say 4. A little bit too big. Let's say it 5 or even 6. Yeah, don't make it too. Let's not make it too big. Okay, so the left side seems to be ready now. So let's move now to the right side, and let's see what we have here. Let me quickly have a look at our page. So okay, so what we were gonna have here is this gonna be our heading, subheading, and some quote over here and some paragraph here. Okay, let's do that now. So let's move here to the right side, and let's add some section which gonna have class quote. Okay, so let's go to Bootstrap 5 docs. Let's go to Bootstrap 5 docs and let's search for quote. Black. Okay, we have it here. Yeah, this one looks cool, so I'm gonna use this one. Let's add it. Let's change it to something related to architecture. So I have this ready. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's here now. Great. Okay, and yeah, for now let's leave it. We need to move it to the right side, right? So we're gonna use it. We're gonna do that using float. So I'm gonna add this quote selector here, and I'm gonna say float to the right. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, it's there on the right side. Let's do something else. Let's since we're gonna use more sections, so I'm gonna add styles to all sections to give some padding, right? So we want to add some space between those. So let's add this some paddings here, or actually no, not padding. Let's add margins. Let's say 5 rem for now. That should do. And change. No, let's don't change font yet. Or actually, let me have a look. Yeah, let's play with it. I would say would do. Yeah, I think now it's neat. Okay, now the next section is so this is section quote. So let's add another section and another section. We're gonna call it intro. So section.intro tab. Whoops, intro tab. And what we have here, we want to add headings. So we're gonna have a heading 1. Beautiful and neat portfolio page. That's number 1. Heading 2 will be, let's say, build with Bootstrap 5. Okay, let's save it. Yeah, it's okay, but again, it's too thick. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna use this class display again. So I'm gonna say display 4, and I'm gonna use display 6 to this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, now it looks better if we remove this one. Yeah, and let's add some margins. Oh, actually we should have margins already, because this is a section, so we messed up. Oh, okay, now I see. I didn't put them inside this intro section. And yep, now they are cool. And finally, let's add some paragraph down below. So I'm just gonna add some paragraph here. I'm gonna add some text. And let's have a look. Yep, now I want to add some margins between those two elements. So I'm gonna use Bootstrap classes again. So I'm gonna just add MB, which stands for margin bottom. And let's say 5. Whoops, 5 should do. Yeah, now it's down below. Okay, now let's add this new section with our project. So section project. Okay, and now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use Bootstrap grid again. So let's start with some heading. So it's subheading, obviously. And we're gonna use this display 6 class here, and yeah, we're gonna place it in correct location, or like here, and let's say this is my project. Okay, and now what we want to do, we want to add obviously container, which is required by Bootstrap grid. Container fluid again, because we want this container to fill the full width available. Let's add row, and we need, hold on, how many 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we need 6 columns here. Okay, so let's do it. So we're gonna use call md6 6 because, well, as you know, Bootstrap Grid uses columns which sum up to 12. So we're gonna, if this is 6, then we'll have like 6 plus 6, which is 12, and then the new line. And when we shrink our screen below this MD breakpoint, it will just use the full width. So let's have a look at this one. And we need 6 of them. And let's add some image with class image fluid. Okay, so here we have. Now let's do multi-cursor here, and let's add image slash G1. I'm gonna change it, and let's say this is our portfolio image, and let's also add thumbnail class, because we probably want to add some extra stuff to our images. And what I'm doing right now, it's called multi-cursor, so you can do it just by pressing Alt or Option and clicking in multiple places, and then you can edit few things at the same time. Okay, so let's just change these images here quickly, and let's have a look at the preview. Yeah, I think they look good. What we want to do, we want to add this little bit spacing over here. So we can do that by adding a gutter class to our row. So this will add this spacing over here. Yeah, I think this looks good actually. Let's see how it looks on mobile. So once we reach this breakpoint, yeah, they will just nest one below the other, and yeah, that really looks cool. Okay, so I think this section is done for now. Let's move to the next section then, which will be the blog section. So this one, and we're gonna have this block section. So section block. Okay, what we have in a block section, it's let's copy this one, so put it here and say my blog. Okay, now again we're gonna use grid, again fluid. We're gonna have a row, and we want to have we had here. We had 3 blog posts here, right? So 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna use columns with the size of 4, right? Because 3 times 4 gives 12. Okay, so col MD4, and we need 3 like that. Great. And now then again, let's go to the Bootstrap docs, and I'm gonna use cart, Bootstrap cart. Okay. Yeah, I like this one with image. Let's copy this one again and paste it over here. Okay, great. Now we need to change this image. So we want to use image block 1. Then we want to use change that one, image block 2, and the last one will be image block 3. Okay, we have it here. Now what we are missing here is that we need to add a little bit spacing here. So let's say margin bottom 5, which will set it to 5 rems. Oops. Yeah, spacing is there. let's change this. Let's change text here. Let's see how it works. Let's do it. Okay, and let's do it like read more. Okay. Yeah, I would change one more thing here. And let's go to components buttons. I would use different, let's say this one, light, or you know what, or even something like this, for example, secondary. So let's use this one instead. Yeah, that looks cool. And let's try to float it right. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so we have this one, read more over here, and let's do the same with remaining ones. Yeah, okay, so I just noticed that we are missing one tiny thing, which is linked to, which will link us to another page with more projects and more blog posts. So let's do, let's add it now. So it's gonna be just normal link. So let's add it. Let's get back to projects. And we want this one to be here. So see more. Okay, let's add some class to this one to float it right, and to add some margin top. Yeah. And now let's add some styles to our link to change its color. Let's say something like this should work. Okay, and let's get rid of decoration. Yeah, now it's more neat. Yeah, maybe we can also, yeah, move it to the right a little bit. And now let's copy this one here at the end of this section, and let's just change it to read more. Yeah, cool. So the next one, and almost the last one, and by the way, now you can see that this one is sticky, right? Finally, because we have enough content here. Okay, so the next section will be what it is. This contact form, right? Let me check. Yeah, this is contact form. So let's call it contact. And what we want to do, again, we're gonna go to forms. Let's see, overview. And this is nice, but this is email. We don't want this one. We want, oh, this is cool. Email contact. We're gonna add name here. Okay, so let's add it. And let's see how it works, how it looks. Yeah, okay, it's fine. And now let's fix it. So this is gonna be, actually no. Let me copy paste this one. So we have this one that's gonna be name. And input type text, not email. Some placeholder update. This one is email. Leave it as it is. And this one is message. Okay. Okay, so technically we could leave it as it is, but let's set this name and email next to each other and leave this text area down below for the full width. And let's also add some button to submit our form. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use a grid to set this next to each other on a desktop screen size, and obviously on the smaller screen it's gonna nest one below the other. So let's start with adding our grid to it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add container. Actually, I think it will be also wise to add this this heading over here and say something like contact me. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, now let's add grid. So we're gonna have container fluid, now row, and now we need to call MD6 twice. And we're gonna put the name into the first one. Now we're gonna copy an email, or actually cut and paste it here, and we're gonna put the last one in call MD12. So let's take this one out. Yeah, okay. And now let's get back to Bootstrap docs. And let's take some button here. Let's use something else now. So we have buttons. Let's use the outline one. This one, dark, looks nice. Let's get this one here. Let's float it right and say something like send. Okay, yeah, it looks cool now. And finally, we're gonna add some small footer into to our page. So let's just add footer with footer class. We're gonna use container, but this time we're not gonna use columns anymore. We're just gonna add some span over here. Let's use Bootstrap text muted class, and let's say made with love by a mdbootstrap.com mdbootstrap.com. Yeah, we have it here. So now let's add some styles to our footer. So what we want to do, we want to add footer background color, let's say white, font size something slightly smaller, and margin, actually let's do not set margin yet. I want to show you. Okay, this is the one. Okay, I want this background to be a little bit grayish. So let's add to panel right something like background color, like EEE, so something like very light gray. And now we see this footer has this small margin over here, so that's why we want to add this margin set to 0. Okay, and now we need to get rid of this small thing here, and this is because call by default has this small padding, so let's adjust it as well. So what we're gonna do to get rid of it, we're gonna add here x0, which will reset our padding in x-axis. So now we have this full width. And what we would like to also do is to center this text here. So let's add Bootstrap class text center. Now we have it here. Okay, and oh, by the way, this one doesn't resize properly. Let's see why it is. So now I see. Okay, so we have style here, 18 rem, and this is like hard coded, and I just copy pasted from docs. So since obviously we are using grid, we don't need this style here. We want to remove it, and let's see. Yeah, now it's responsive, right? This is something which we want. Okay, and finally, let's add some nice feature to our background. So we're gonna add some mask here. In order to do that, we're gonna use some generator. So we have like mask like here. And yeah, let's do something, I don't know, like this, let's say, maybe like that, something like, oh, let's try this one. So I'm gonna copy this clip path. It generates clip path for us code, and let's do one thing. What we're gonna do, we're gonna add some background here. This is empty div, and we're gonna add some styles to it. So background with 100%, 100%. Okay, we want to move it to backward so it doesn't cover anything, and position fixed. And finally, we will paste this clip path which we used. Let's have a look. Okay, now it doesn't work because we have this one, so let's comment it out for a second. And yeah, you can see we have this nice mask over here which stays like that. Obviously we can play a little bit with a shape, so it looks like this now. It adds this extra effect, and let's see how does it work. Yeah, also it behaves correctly on a mobile device. So we have this name, this form, footer, everything seems to be working fine. Okay guys, so thank you very much for watching. I really hope you find this video useful, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like down below And if you don't want to miss more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn notification on. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.